Mr. Bass here with another tackle bag review. A tackle backpack. And this backpack, I am thinking, may be the most economical bag out there. Not that it's just the cheapest, it is the cheapest bag that I have reviewed so far. It's $49.99. But the kind of features that you get for 50 bucks make me think that really this may be the best bang for your buck if you're on a budget. And let me explain why. I'm going to read to you kind of some of the features here real quick. It's got a water resistant fabric. They call it a poly construction, 840D poly construction. Don't know what that means, but it's water resistant. That's good. It's not waterproof. Very few bags are, but at least the fabric that they use to make this bag is water resistant, so that will help. It has 12 different storage pockets and organizers, which is very interesting for such a low-priced bag. It has accommodations here for 4 3600 utility boxes or 3 3700 utility boxes. It also has a lot of features that other bags don't have. So let me show you just kind of top to bottom. First off, it has a very sturdy built-in carry handle, and I like it. The construction's really strong, very, very solid for sure. On the front, it has a couple of interesting things. Before I go on the main part of the bag, I'll go down the front here. First, it has a zipper pouch for sunglasses, and it's a big open pouch, and it's got a really nice felt sort of lining, and I think it would work really nicely to keep your sunglasses protected. It also has a little clip in here for your keys. It's in the same deal, so I don't know about having your keys and your sunglasses in the same pocket, but anyway, there you go. Then coming down the bag, this kind of outer pocket is loaded with a lot of storage in here. And in fact, this almost doesn't look like a normal fishing backpack. It looks like a regular backpack you'd have at school or for business. It's got what looks like pen holders. It has some Velcro pockets here that you could put things in. It's got a line of mesh that have a bunch of gusseted openings, and for this, I think you could put scent in these kind of things, and you could put dyes, and you could put other type smaller things in these pockets. There's a lot of pockets there. Then above this, there's an open pocket here with kind of a stretchy thing, and then above it's another stretchy pocket. So this panel has a lot of storage, and then it has a shelf right here that you could also put stuff on this shelf if you wanted. Bags of plastics and all kinds of things. You could put your snacks, your food, things like that. And then it has an interior zip pocket here on the lid as well. So that's kind of interesting. Next, on the outside, they have this really sturdy looking thing, and they call this an integrated tool sleeve. And I'm not exactly sure what the thought process is on this, but let me grab my pliers and kind of show you. You could just I guess you can just stick pliers in like that if you wanted. That must be what they mean. You can go right across to the bottom if you had really long ones and stick out the bottom here, but you could do it either direction, and that's kind of an interesting way to store your tools, but that's what that's for. Kind of interesting. And then there's, knock that off. And then there's a pocket down here, pretty big pocket, and has a mesh bottom, and you could put water bottle in here. You could put all kinds of stuff in this outer pocket as well. Pretty unique. On this side, there is also a, this is the entrance to your 4 3600 tackle boxes, which is different than most. Most of the time they have a front opening. This is a side opening. All of the zippers are pretty sturdy, kind of standard type zippers. These kind of have these rubberized grip pulls, which are nice. And then here you have the compartment where your 3600 boxes go. It comes with 2 boxes. 2 boxes come with a bag, and then you've got space for 2 more additional boxes. Then on this side, you have an integrated rod holder. And this is kind of interesting. The actual rod holder itself is in this zipper pouch. And you open it up, and it's attached. It's kind of funky the way it's attached, but maybe they're thinking for longer rods you could expand this strap so that the base, this base little cup, whatever you want to call it, that holds the butt of the rod, could in theory hang all the way down here. And so let me grab a rod and show you, stick it in there. Alright, so this is the lower end of a 2-piece rod, and it's a bait casting rod, but you know, you could do spinning or bait casting, either one. And as you see here, you just kind of wrap these. These are kind of like neoprene wraps that have Velcro on them. And there you go. Most of the tackle bags I review do not have built-in rod holders, but of the 2 that came with rod holders that I've looked at, this one and the Lunker Hunt bag, this is a unique design. It looks kind of goofy at first, but once you install it, it's very solidly built, this whole funky little hanging thing. And once you put it in the rod, it looks like a very good design, to tell you the truth. So, integrated rod holder. It has just one. The Lunker Hunt bag has 2. So if you're wanting more than one rod holder in a bag, this one's only going to give you 1. And then if you don't want to use it as rod storage, you can just tuck this away, zip it closed, and maybe use these things for something else, you know. Okay, then we get to the back of the bag. The straps are wide. They're wider than a lot of straps that I've seen on these tackle bags, and I think that's good because wide is going to distribute the weight better, and I think you could carry a heavier load with this one than you could some of the other bags. It has 2 D-rings to attach stuff to, and it's also got some webbing here that you could also attach stuff to if you wanted to put carabiners on here, or you wanted to tie a lanyard or something on this for your nips or anything like that. It's at least got a little bit. Some of these bags have a lot of storage options on the straps, some don't have any. This is kind of a good happy medium. It is a nice webbed mesh here on the shoulder straps for ventilation. And this has an this is probably the most intricate back mesh panel I've seen on any fishing backpack. This is like a very dense sort of foam that's broken up, and then it has a mesh panel over it, and it's raised about 1/4 of an inch. I think you're going to get a lot of airflow through here on your back with this system. Very intricate for a $50 bag, I'd say. Okay, next is the main compartment. And this just has a very big open compartment that you could put tackle boxes in. Here's a 3600. You can see several of those would fit in. You could probably put a 3rd one in there. I don't think I have a 3rd one laying around, but it looks like you could get a 3rd one in there. You can go this direction. There's a lot of space in this main compartment. the shelf that goes down, this shelf here, that goes down into the compartment with the 3600s is Velcroed, and it pulls out. And that's so that you could put 3700s in here if you wanted. And as I said, it says it'll hold 3 3700s. And you'd still have room to spare there. And then it also has a zipper pocket in the lid here. That just a big open pocket that you could use. One maybe downside is that pocket for your sunglasses really just kind of, that's it. It's this felt bag, and it just kind of hangs out into the main compartment, so you could knock against your glasses there. It's a possibility anyway. So that's the main compartment. It is big, cavernous, lots of room. And then of course if you take the Velcro shelf out, it's one just big open bag that has an accessible panel on the side or from the top. And then the last thing that I don't think I've talked about is just the bottom. You know, some of these bags have a really nice rubberized bottom. Some have feet or cleats. This doesn't have anything. It's the same material on the bottom. So take that for what it's worth. You know, it is what it is. Don't know how much that's going to affect you since your plastic 3600s are on the bottom. You know, if water does penetrate through the bottom of the bag, it may not really matter. But all in all, for $49.99, I think this H2O Express bag, which is an Academy Sports brand bag, is the best bag for the price that I've seen up to this point. If you're looking for an economical, an economy bag, a budget bag, this may be one of the best out there. I would really be interested to know your thoughts on this bag. I'd also be interested to know what other types of bags you might want me to look at and review. Hope this was helpful. If so, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and spread the word, share the videos. I'd greatly appreciate that. Until next time, this is Mr. Bass. Happy fishing!